Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, we're going to go over all of the picks from last week's video. Just to keep me accountable, let you guys know that I do look and see what I say. I'm trying to give you guys the best advice, the best plays, and let's just see how we did. So the first one that I called out was GameStop. If you saw the video, you noticed that I said that there's a chance that it's running heavy, so I suggested getting puts on it. Long-term puts. So not puts for 1 week out. I'm saying puts for, June, July, December. I still believe that to be the case. I think it's very, very overbought. I think it's going to come crashing back down eventually. But anyway, I also suggested getting a straddle. A straddle means that you make money if the stock moves hard, either up or down. So if you're not sure if it was going to go up or down in the near term, you can get a straddle. So I called out the stock on the 19th is when the first day of trading was. So that was about here, $42. $42. Now it's at $91. And actually, as of today, it's actually up in the pre-market as well. So if you had held on, if you had diamond hands with a straddle, you'd be deep in the money right now, making a very good profit. I chose not to play this actually, but looking back, I really should have. But you can't win them all. I focus on other plays, and just lost out on this one. All right, guys. The next stock that we talked about last week was Mara, Bitcoin play. So I said that I thought that the Bitcoin frenzy was going crazy, and that I think that it was going to drop in the short term, but go up in the long term. So if you look, called it out around $22 a share, and it dropped, came back up a little bit. We're looking at about $19 a share. So I suggested getting puts. You would have made some decent money depending on if it was a short-term put. Again, I think that investing in Mara long-term is a good idea, but in the short term, there's a put. This week we might see some more consolidation or even downtrend. All right, let's take a look at the next play. So Walgreens. I called Walgreens out around $48 a share. We're looking at $47. So it went down a little bit over the last week. If you remember, I think this is a great long-term play. So what you could have done is you could have bought in and then averaged down as the stock price goes down. You're not down too much if you bought in at 48. I think it's still looking good. I would continue to buy in as the price goes down or hold. I think in the long term you should be good. Okay, another play that we called out last week was canopy growth. They're in the MJ sector, if you know what that is. I'm sure everyone does. So I felt that with Biden coming in on the 20th, the stock was going to get more attention and go up. Called it around $32 a share. Right now we're at $33. So really just consolidated over last week. I still think it's a great buy, and you'll notice a trend that a lot of the things that I call out are on the uptrend, in my opinion. So if you were to buy it, you're in the money a little bit, a buck or two, but hold on to it. I really think that over the next couple months, things like canopy growth, Walgreens, they're going to go up. So at least you're not going to go down that speed. And next up is everybody's favorite Tesla. So again, this is another play on the whole Biden, clean energy, loving EV. Last week we called it out on the 19th, and it was about $8.33 a share. Currently sitting at $8.55. You can see it's consolidating this whole area. Highs around $8.80, lows around $800. I think we're primed for a breakout at this point. All right, guys. Next up is Workhorse. Everybody's crazy horse that everyone loves to ride to the top and all the way back down the mountain. So again, we see more crazy price action. We called it out around $23 a share. We ended the week on $23. Keep in mind, the catalyst that I said was that at the end, or there's a rumor anyway, that at the end of January they're going to announce the USPS contract. So I really feel that they're a little bit of a catalyst. Well, actually, it's a huge catalyst at the end of this month. So watch the price action for this week. I would consider getting a straddle again because we don't know. In the past, whenever the USPS contract has been delayed, workhorse crashes to the ground. I'm not sure really how much further it could fall at this point. Looking at 20s down here, so 20s in the last one. But it could also run up. We've seen highs around 30. Not this month, but in general. So you really have between 20, 30, unless it goes way crazy or way crazy to the downside. I would say get a straddle. Don't put it for the end of this month. Put it for a month or two out. Make yourself safe and secure. But I would definitely watch workhorse this week. Next up on the list is Facebook, guys. So if you remember last week, we called it out around 256, 258, we'll say. And we said that it was looking great on the RSI. MACD was starting to curl towards the positive. Everything seemed like it was consolidating and ready for a breakout. And we actually got it last week. So 258, we're now looking at 279, 278. That's a big jump. So congratulations to anyone that played Facebook stock. Got some good gains on that one. Guys, next up is Amazon. So very similar to Tesla and Facebook, we called out that there's an overall big tech sell-off, and then it was going to come back. It was primed and ready for a rebound. We called it out. Let's find the lowest and see how close we were. Pretty close. So we called it out around this mark. Better. All right. About 3,100. Look at this. Ran up. Boom. Now we're looking at about 33, 36, which is about a 7% swing. So if you guys made a quick term play, if you did quick calls on Amazon, I know it's kind of pricey, but if you did quick calls on Amazon, you'd be, and you put it close to the money, you'd be looking good right now. That's a big move, especially for Amazon, 7%. Caught it right at the bottom. Now we're looking on the top. So congrats to everyone that caught Amazon as well. Okay, guys, last up on the list is Fuel Cell Energy. So if you remember, I called out that they had a big catalyst with earnings coming up, and I chose to get a straddle, and it really turned out really weird. So let's see, 19, 1739, and it just kind of consolidated. We're looking right now at 1817. So my straddle is still negative because it didn't run as hard as I would have thought. I did put it out to, I think, the middle of March. So we do have time. I still do believe that we'll end up making money on that straddle, but you can see not everything is as clear as you might think. I thought that with great earnings, there's a ton of volatility in the stock, that it would run hard in one direction or another. So they missed it, but they missed it as bad. Confusing, right? But anyway, so Fuel Cell Energy, we didn't do too well this week, but if you bought the straddle, or when I called it out, I would hang on to it as long as you have it long term, and I think that we should be alright with it. So that's it, guys. That's everything from last week. Look for the video for this week's picks coming later today, and good luck out there.